Natalia, and I love making nails for my friends, and recently I may have indulged in the Sweetie Nail Supply Summer Sale. I also got some other stuff from Aliexpress, so let's go through it. So first off, for stamping, I got these little scrapers. One is like plastic and the other one's metal. I'm hoping that I can like press open. I'm hoping I can like use it to, you know, make, I think this actually rotates, yeah. Anyway, I'm hoping I can use these to scrape things more cleanly, because I have trouble with that on that. I got a bunch of other stuff too, so let's crack this open. So, we got a new jelly stamper, because all of mine were looking like a little abused. So I did get myself a new little jelly stamper. It of course comes with these cards. I have about 1 billion of these little cards. But yeah, we got a new little rectangular jelly stamper. Very nice. Oh, we got a bunch of stuff in this last one. Okay, so first off, here I got like a little magnet for doing like the metal rings, and I'll probably be using this a little later for the swatches or something in this box. But it's like a little ring magnet, and you use it to make sort of like a circle in magnetic gel. And then it also came with like this little thing that you use to hold it, but also like you can use it to make like a French tip situation. So just pop that down there. So yeah, I'm really excited to try this out to see how that works. And then finally on Aliexpress, I needed some, I was out of silver chrome. I was just running out. And so I just got this random set of chromes to try, just like metallic chrome to try out. It came with a set of 6. It was like $5 Canadian, which was, you know, really good. So, oh my goodness. Essentially it's plastic, man. So yeah, so I got all these new chromes to try out. I'll swatch those a little later. But let's get into the most exciting thing. That is this giant package from Sweetie Nail. Well, I guess not giant, but big, you know, it's a big package full of nail stuff from Sweetie Nail Supply. So let's get into it. Little card, my little thingy, but because it has my address on it. Let's see what's in the box. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I have so many exciting things. Okay, so first off, I was out of the Obicol caramel tip. This is what I use to put my tips on like tip stands, and I literally just ran out yesterday of my last bottle, so it's like really good. This comes out. I really like this stuff. You know, it's really great for if you're making press-on nails. Next off, so with this, with the sale that they were having, like when you spend a certain amount, you got some like free stuff. So one of the things was like this complimentary, their Sweetie Nail Supply's new chrome powder, and it was just like a random color. So I have no idea what color this is, but it looks to be like a blue, so it's called Sapphire Glow. So we will test that out with the other chromes I got a little later. It also came with this like foot and leg mask, like a moisturizing leg mask, so that's fun. Okay, so next up, I ordered some, I wanted to try out this new brand, Roro. This is the Honey Top Gel. I love the bottles, they're so cute. So I wanted to do this one so I could encapsulate, like it's good for encapsulating, you know, like glitters and stuff, but it also says that it's chromable. So I wanted to find like a new clear gel to use chrome with. So I picked that up to try. So I'm really excited to try this out. Next up, we got some doughy char gel. This is like a blooming gel. So I wanted to sort of upgrade to a, you know, a more reputable brand of blooming gel. Okay, we got a bunch of little stuff, but I did order some round medium because I was running low on my sizes, and I wanted to try out their like basic ones to see if I like them better than the natural ones. And then I also ordered some soft gel stiletto extra long tips, and this was purely so I could make like fun concert nails and fun like less wearable, more just like art nails. So I got those two for that purpose. It also came with this free little like makeup pouch. This was included in the from Bandy, so it's like a free little makeup pouch situation. Very fun. Okay, so we got some little things. So in here, this is the Show Me Korea Embo powder. So basically you can mix this with gel to make it sort of like a 3D like embo gel. So you can do like raised designs and stuff. So I wanted to get some to try out because I have always wanted to do that. And then finally in the little stuff that I got before the big package. Oh my goodness, what is this? Okay, here we go. I got 2 more of the Jello Peach Cuticle oil pens. I love these. They're incredible. I wanted one for my desk and then one to keep next to my bed, and I already keep one in my purse. So I just wanted some extra ones so that anywhere I am, I can oil up my cuticles. I also got some more of the Soft Bond nail glue, which is what I use to glue my press-on tips on. I'm not like running low or anything, but I wanted to get some before I ran low. You know how it is. And then finally, I got some Nail Thoughts Chrome It Black. I wanted to try out this for, you know, for chrome, for doing like chrome nails, because I do a lot of chrome nails, and I just wanted something that was made for it, because I find, you know, a lot of the times like the Crazy Top does work okay, but I just wanted to see if this worked better. And then finally, the pièce de résistance. I'm so excited about this. I picked up the new Rozyhip Nebula Collection. This is 10 glittery mag gels that are made to look like outer space. I'm so excited about this. And I would like to swatch it and everything else that we got. So let's go do that. Okay, so first we're going to test the chromes that we got. So I'm going to test the Honey Top and also the Chrome It Black to see how well they chrome. And I'm going to use the free chrome they sent me, the Sweetie Sapphire, whatever it was called. Let's crack it open and see what's going on in here. It's well packaged. Seal is on very securely. Ooh, that's nice. That's a nice blue. I like it. That's out of side. So it comes with this little applicator, which I will use. So for one nail, the clear, when I'm doing the clear, I also want to test how it looks over white. So I'm going to put down a little base of white here and send that to cook while we do the other one. So this is the Nail Thoughts Chrome It Black. I'm going to do one thin coat and cure it for 30 seconds. That's the plan. So it goes on sort of like it's a pretty sheer black, which is kind of perfect for a lot of like chrome applications. It is very, it's not a very thick texture, it's very thin texture, so it goes on quite smooth and does self-level very quickly, as you can see. So I'm going to stick that in for 30 seconds. And then for this one, it's a bit of a thicker, because this is also used for encapsulation. So I'm just going to put a nice, as thin as possible coat. It is very smooth. Oh, I immediately got fuzz in it. Classic. It does go on very smoothly, so I'm just going to put that over the white and the clear to see how this Sweetie Nail Supply Chrome Powder looks. It also self-levels quite nicely, which does make sense because it is nice and thick. So let's put that in for 30 seconds as well. All right. Ooh, that's a really nice blue. It's got kind of like a greenish shift. I don't know if that's coming up on the camera very well, but it does go burnish into the chromate black very smoothly. Very nice. It's looking nice. Got a little teal reflex. I like that quite a bit. Now let's see how it looks over white and clear. Ooh, that adds like it's sort of like an interference color, so it adds sort of like a yellow tone that has like a blue teal reflect to it. That's very nice. That would be like really nice over some colors. Oh, that's nice. I like this chrome. I like this chrome a lot. I might have to pick up their other colors. That worked very nicely. Now, I also want to test out these metallic chromes I got, so I pre-prepared some tips with the chromate black. And let's see how these $5 Aliexpress metallic chromes do. Looks nice. Now, I don't know if it's the chromate black or these chromes themselves, but this is going on so nicely. Look at that. Ooh, beautiful. So this is like, I'm doing them in order of like brightest gold to silver. So they're very similar, but I feel like this is like a nice set to have just to sort of, for all the different types of like metallic vibes you need. So this one's like a slightly less bright. None of these have names on them. They're just in unmarked white. So as you can see, there's like a bit more of like a silver tone coming through on these ones. Next up, we've got what I would call like an antique gold, like a sort of like a faded gold situation, almost a bronze. Stick that on. That's nice. I think that these chromes, these very cheap little chromes, worth the purchase. Here we've got like more of a cool toned antique gold, like less warm. Moving towards the silvers. That's nice. That'd be good for like armor nails, I think. And then this is like silver with like a touch of gold. So sort of like I don't even know what to call this. Sort of like a dirty silver, I guess. Very nice. And then this is the pure silver, which you can see is very cool toned silver. Ooh, that's nice. Like for cheap chromes, it's got a really nice mirror-like finish, and I've linked those below. Look how nice, like when you put them all together, it's easier to see like the spectrum of color that they're doing here. I think this is a really nice set of chromes. I'm pretty happy I bought them. They'll be linked below if you need some cheapo metallic chromes for you. But now the pièce de résistance, the Rozyhip Nebula Collection. Let's get to opening this. I really like Rozyhip's logo. I think it's very cute. Their boxes are always this very colorful vibe here. Struggling as usual. Okay. And let's see. So this comes with 10 different... they're very glittery metallics. It also, we'll just speed through this, taking them out. The Rozyhip bottles are really interestingly shaped. It comes with a little bar magnet. I rarely use bar magnets, but I will use it today. And then it comes with a nice little swatch card, which I'm knocking over stuff to take out. So I like the space-colored swatch card here, because I think that these are meant to be put over black, so it makes sense that the card would be black. So let's get to swatching. So first off, We have RM48. Now, I will say, as we swatch these are very similar in vibe. So a lot of blues and purples. So, and also, I do believe these are meant to go over black, so they look incredibly sheer, but when you put them over black, like on the swatch card at the end, like that's when they really, like, pop. So here's how we're going to do this. Like, when I do swatching, it's sort of in reverse order how I normally would do it. So I'm using their bar magnet. Actually, I think I'm just using one of my own bar magnets to create, like, a line to really show off the magnetic shift. And then we're going to cure that and then put a second coat on the back that we would demagnetize by taking the same bar magnet and then just running the flat side over the whole thing. Now, normally if I was doing this on nails, I would do it in reverse order. So here's RM49. This is a sort of set where until you see them all together at the end, like, it's hard to see how they're different. But we're going to be doing the same swatching for each of them, doing the bar magnet on its side to get that line. Cure that. And then we're going to do a second coat. Demagnetize it. And then cure that. And then that's how it's looking. These are a little chunky. They're very glittery. Like, they're very full packed with glitter. So they don't go on as smooth as some other magnetic gels would. But I think that they're sort of a specialty type of gel. Now, my like opinion on this collection as I'm swatching it is that they are all gorgeous. And I personally love making space nails and love doing dark glittery nails, as do my friends who I make a lot of nails for. But I think for just like someone who's not in a like studio setting or doesn't make content or just wants a set to like do their own nails, I personally think that maybe just pick a color or two and buy an individual bottle. Instead of the whole collection. This is RM51. Like, they are all gorgeous, but I feel like unless you're making a larger volume, like doing larger volumes of nails, or always wear space themed nails or nails that would utilize this, it may not be sort of the greatest financial decision to buy the whole collection. However, for me personally, I'm very happy I bought the whole collection because I definitely will use the whole collection. But, like, to be truthful, like, these are a lot of them are very similar in sort of vibe. Like, there are subtle differences. So here we got RM52. Like, they do have a bit of a thicker consistency, as you can see when I'm pulling it out of the bottle. This one goes on very nicely. Also, I'm using like very large swatches, so it does take a little bit to paint them up. Now, this one is my favorite of the collection because I am a sucker for gold, and the gold glitter, like magnetic glitter in this is so like, look at this, the blue and the gold together, gorgeous. So this one is the one, if I was gonna say which one if you're like, I'm just gonna buy one bottle, which one should I get? If you are a gold fanatic such as myself, this would be the one to get. It is my favorite of the collection, but like, all of them are beautiful. But as I said, like, I'm going to be using all these because while I love gold, so this would be the one that I would choose for myself. A lot of my friends prefer silver, and a lot of friends prefer color. So it does have a nice, selection. But as you can see, there are some very chunky glitter pieces in it. I do like sort of the purpley blue base that's in most of them as well. Like, I think that's a really beautiful, and it looks beautiful over black. So we'll do the magnetization. This one has sort of like a purple pink glitter shift. I do think that they look really nice like when you combine them together as well, though I don't really show that on this video. Like they do look like they're very nice and they're interchangeable together. Like they combine really nicely. We have RM54. I think they're worth the money if you are going to be using them. You know what I mean? Like if you don't see a world where you're going to be using every single one of these colors like I do, or you don't have clientele that you work with, like you just are just a home hobbyist who likes doing your nails and you're not making them for anyone else, like you're not doing, you know, a space themed press on collection to sell, I think you can pick up 1 or 2 bottles of your favorite colors and that would be a perfect addition to your collection. I don't know if they're selling the individual bottles yet, but usually eventually they do have the individual bottles. So keep your eyes peeled on Sweetie for that. But like the Rozyhip brand makes beautiful, beautiful stuff. Like I love all their collections. And this one is no exception. I was so pumped to get this and I'm so happy that it like lived up to my expectations for it. But I think like people have to be realistic. That you don't always need to buy the whole collection. If you can just buy like, you know, if you're not running a studio or you know, something like that. You can just get a couple bottles, you know? It magnetizes very quickly, too, as you can see. Like, it's very responsive with the bar magnet. Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. We'll do a little second coat here. Demagnetize. We have RM56. This one's a very purpley. Look at that base color. Magnetize it. And this one has like a pink shift, pink and purple. Very gorgeous. So previously there was one that was more like blue and pink, and this one's more purple and pink. So they're like subtly different, but all of them are gorgeous. RM57, I do believe is the last one here. This one sort of has like a warmer vibe to it, sort of like a grayish color. Nice. And then we'll do a second coat and then demagnetize that and then see how they all look together. And let me tell you, since this is me from the future, they look incredible together. Oh, demagnetize. Give that a cure. And let's put these on our sheet. Putting down some double-sided tape here. I always struggle to get it, you know, centered. Let's stick these on. Look at how beautiful these are. As you can see, the one with the gold is still my favorite, but you can see that they're all gorgeous. And I feel like a lot of them, like especially the first 4, are so subtle in their differences. The back end has more of a difference. But over black, look how much they really got space. I quickly made a set of nails with them. I was using the RM57, I do believe, and I added a few little things, and they make gorgeous nails on black. I totally recommend them, but as I said, you can pick one color, 1 or 2 bottles to like that it's more to your preference, and I think that would be a good investment. Thank you for hanging out with me. I'll be back soon with a new video with some nail tutorials. I hope you enjoyed this and this was helpful, and I'll see you next time. Bye.